Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
On Smackdown this week, Bray Wyatt wants to join a new family, Drake Maverick is taken to the woodshed, and King Corbin chains the big dog. This is the Out of Blue Smackdown review. Smackdown 6th of the 12th, 2019 started off with what we thought was going to be Miz TV. Miz come out, he said that Daniel Bryan was supposed to be his guest, but since the attack from The Fiend last week, Daniel Bryan has gone missing. He has disappeared. Only for then the Fireflies Funhouse to go up on the screen. Bray Wyatt basically said that you don't really want to know what happened to Daniel Bryan, and that he's not done with Bryan yet, and he's not going to be at TLC, because obviously there was going to be Bray Wyatt or The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan. That's not going to happen now, but he did openly challenge The Miz to a match at TLC, and family was his word of the day, and that he wanted to join a new family. Produced a picture of Miz's family, and then Miz, obviously fearing for the worst, he then exits the ring. Then we get to backstage where The Miz is on the phone to Maurice, and he's saying he's got to do something about this. And then throughout the night he was then looking for Bray Wyatt, and we'll get to that when we get to it. A quick note, first of all, I want to say about the puppets. Yes, if we can remember with Bray Wyatt, when he was first sort of introduced, the puppets were seen in the background. One of the background images was of actually The Miz. I think he did it twice. I think there was a puppet in the background of The Miz twice. Now that he's attacking The Miz, I thought was quite an interesting development. Also, if we can remember, if I remember right, Daniel Bryan was one as well. Daniel Bryan had a puppet in the background, and he's been attacked as well. So I think it's a very interesting sort of thing. I think we need to remember. Next we had Mandy Rose versus the returned Alexa Bliss. Obviously Mandy Rose had Sonya Deville, and Alexa Bliss had Nikki Cross. A simple win for Alexa Bliss, to be fair. We thought she would win. Then we got another backstage sequence with Drake Maverick and Dana Brooks, where he's trying to chat her up again, even though he's married. Only for then Elias to come in and do a song where he basically...
Drake Maverick was asking if Dana Brooke was going on a date with Batista.
Yeah, but obviously there's been a bit of Twitter exchange between Dana Brooke and Batista in real life, and she said she's going on a dinner date with Batista as well, so it's quite interesting they're using that on the show. Yep, Drake Maverick, there was a song from Elias to Drake Maverick where he basically said he was sleeping with his wife. That then obviously incensed Maverick, who went to the ring. He did a promo where he said that nobody makes a mockery of him, his wife and his marriage, and that he wants a fight with Elias. Elias comes out with Dana Brooks. There is obviously a little bit of an embarrassment to Drake Maverick. He was kept at arm's length as he ran at Elias. There was bits where he went to swing a punch and Elias just stepped out of the way. He bent him over his knee and gave him a good slapping at the backside, took him to the woodshed. The ultimate embarrassment, there was a drift away from Elias. Dana Brooks then gets into the ring, puts her foot on top of Drake Maverick, and then Elias did a mock 3 count. So quite interesting. Elias is working it as a face now by the looks of it. Next we go to backstage again. Miz looking for The Fiend or Bray Wyatt. He sees this like sort of red glow in a room, goes inside the room only for there to be a photo with Bray Wyatt as part of the family of The Miz. So The Miz's picture's been removed. Bray Wyatt's picture is then sort of the father of the family. Only for then Bray Wyatt to attack. It was Bray Wyatt this time. Very interesting.
And he done his sister Abigail.
Yep. Very interesting development that. No Fiend. Bray Wyatt. And then we found out later on it's going to be The Miz versus Bray Wyatt at TLC.
I think it's going to be old Bray Wyatt.
I'm wondering that, yes, Kai. We haven't seen Bray Wyatt in a match yet. We've just seen The Fiend. But the actual sort of graphic for the match is actually Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend. So that's very interesting. It could be Bray Wyatt's going to have a match for the first time without the Fiend persona. We'll have to see what happens in a week's time. Next, the New Day came out to do commentary because we had a fatal 4-way tag team elimination match. The winner of this would face the New Day at TLC. It was Ali and Gable versus Lucha House Party versus The Revival versus Heavy Machinery. Lucha House Party and the Heavy Machinery were the first two to get eliminated, leaving Ali and Gable versus the Revival, and then in the end it was the Revival who got the win. Did a bit of a promo after the match where they said, we've got to take this more seriously, no more gimmicks, we're old school wrestling and we're going to bring the titles back to old school wrestling.
And it's not the new day. They said it's not the old days, it's the new. It's not the new days, it's the old days.
That's right, yes, because obviously they're old school wrestling. Next we had Lacey Evans versus the Jobber, very quick win. Sasha Banks comes out to do a promo. She said, you got lucky last week with the woman's right, that I'm the leader of the women's division. There was a bit of back and forth between Lacey Evans and Sasha Banks. Lacey Evans saying that she was a Marine, she knows more about leading than anyone. And then the end of the sequence was that Lacey Evans went for a woman's right. Sasha Banks then cowers on the floor.
Sasha Banks also talked about Lacey Evans' daughter.
Yeah, there was a bit of a remark about Lacey Evans' daughter as well. Yes, thank Kai. After
And the age was 6 years old.
yeah, she's 6
And
years
I'm
old.
7.
Yeah, just 1 year older than you, Kai. Yes. Let's say she cowered from the woman's right. Lacey Evans leaves the ring, goes back to the ring, only gets attacked by Bailey, and then Sasha Banks gets involved in the mix, and that's it. So they're obviously heading for a Smackdown Women's Championship match there. I'm thinking TLC. And then we get to the main event, Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler. Partway through this match, King Corbin comes out on his sort of podium thing that he's been carried by, I think it was about 8 men. Corbin jumps up on the apron at one point, only to receive a Superman punch, and then Reigns actually went on to win the match. After the match, Roman Reigns sort of run around the ring, did his sort of jump and kick to King Corbin, who was sort of ringside with two of the sort of, I'd call them carriers, they call them porters, I call them sort of the carriers, and then the carriers decided to pounce onto Reigns to attack him. He fought them off, but King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler's attack was just too much. They overthrowed him. They basically chained and cuffed him to the ring post and dumped a load of dog food over him, embarrassing him in the process. So we found out also just before that there's going to be a TLC match. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus Corbin. I think that's going to be a quite good match.
And it's actually a TLC match.
Yep, the TLC match. Yes.
At TLC.
Yep, that's it. So that's going to be an interesting match. They're starting to make some more matches. It's a bit late into the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is only a week tomorrow as we're recording this, and they're only now making matches. That is one of the sort of critiques a lot of people are saying about. There's no matches, but we're now starting to get them. Obviously, we'll find out Monday when Raw finishes what the matches are going to be. I think we'll do, because Tuesday I've actually got time, we'll do probably a Rawsome review. We didn't do one this week because there's nothing to talk about. I think we'll do one next week because I think there'll be some developments, especially with TLC. I think we'll do sort of a lightened version of the predictions on Tuesday. Probably not all the matches are going to be announced by then, but it's the only way I can sort of fit it into the schedule because of work commitments and that. I'm going to be very busy to actually put out predictions, so we'll have to do a light one. So quite TLC's light predictions. We'll do that on Tuesday as well as the Rawsome review. Possibly might even put that into the Rawsome review. We'll have to see. Yeah, SmackDown was actually quite cool, and yeah, that Miz thing come out of nowhere that he's fighting Bray Wyatt, and and I wish that it would have been Bryan again, but we'll see what happens. Bryan's probably going to have a match against him at probably Royal Rumble, I'm thinking. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
And also TLC is the last pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, that's it. And then we go straight into the Royal Rumble, which is going to be cool. I like the Royal Rumble, one of my favourites. And then we're on the road to WrestleMania again. It comes around so quickly. So yeah, if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video, which will probably be the Rawsome review. Yeah, also I have got some figures that, to unbox. I've got quite a few now. If it's something that people want to see, then let me know in the comments, or on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and say if you want to see them. We've got a Drew McIntyre, a Roderick Strong. There's
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. Yeah, we've got quite a few. I've also got Wave 3. I think I will put that out. I think I will put the effort in over the weekend, and I'll get that out next week. That Wave 3. Finally, we'll get that out. I keep saying it. Yeah, finally. Well, the Ultimate Editions. Yeah, there's 2 more to come. Finn Balor and Triple H. We've got to get them as well. But anyway, I've waffled for too long, Kai. So I'll say goodbye, and say goodbye, Kai.
Bye.
Goodbye.